if you believe that your job is safe from AI or from, because I can list, in fact, I'll do it just to show you. I'll list about 5 things right here that I think, because it's not just AI, it is AI. That's one. And then we'll put automation. So AI automation, that's one. And then there's immigration. There's, what do you call, outsourcing. I know that's kind of hard to read because I'm writing small, but AI automation. Then there's outsourcing. There's immigration. There's college students who need the work because they need the income and they're willing to work for less and do your job. And so there's systems, there's processes, all of those things are working with AI to replace you. And so that's what we're kind of going to talk about today. We're going to get into this. Again, if you believe your job is safe, if you believe AI is not going to replace you, then you're in for a rude awakening. And so what I want to do here is kind of wake you up. Because a lot of you, just keeping it real, you're sleeping, right? You guys are out there, you like to say, I'm woke, I'm paying attention, but for a lot of you, you're just not. And so I'm going to use this video to prove that you're not. You bought into a system that has put you to sleep. I can't think of a better way to say it. You have bought into a system that has put you to sleep. And so what I'm going to do today is hopefully, prayerfully, try to wake you up. So if that's okay, we'll go ahead and get into it. If you have a question, comment, you're welcome to drop it. And let's go ahead and talk about it, right? So 5 things that's going to happen as soon as AI replaces your job. These things are things that I believe is going to happen to the average employee, right? So, and we'll go through them really quickly, all right? Number 1, 5 things that's going to happen as soon as AI is obvious, you're going to lose your what? Paycheck. You're going to lose your paycheck. One of the first things that's going to happen to you, you're going to lose your paycheck. Your paycheck's going to be adios out the door. So you're going to lose your paycheck, right? So your money's going to be out, but guess what? Your bills, they're still going to come in. Yes, your money's going to be out the door. Your bills are still going to be in the mailbox, in the door, in your email, right? You expand it, you can do whatever. It's going to be there. You can count on it. Your bills are going to still be there. So your money's going to be flowing out. Your bills are still going to be flowing in. You're going to lose your paycheck. Now you're going to have a real problem taking care of yourself. And even worse, if you're responsible for taking care of others. Now it's just compounding. Because I always say, it's easier if it's only you that has to go down with the ship, but it's a lot harder when you have to take others down with you, right? Those are the things that keep us up at night. Those are the things that stress us out. We don't want to go down, but we certainly don't want to take others down with us, right? So if you got kids, if you have a spouse, if you have a dog, if you have someone you're responsible for, you don't want to be in this position. That's why I drive home as often as I can the need to have another source of income that does not include the words or the letters J-O-B or the words job or employment. You have to find a way, listen to me, you have to have another way to make money that does not include your paycheck. Okay, I'll say it over here. You have to find another way to make money that does not include your paycheck. Got it? Good. Okay. So you lose your paycheck, money out, money goes out, bills still come in. You want to talk about a stressful lifestyle? That's a stressful lifestyle. You don't want to be in that position, guys. I've done it. It's not fun. Trust me, it is not a brag. I never want to go through that again. So that's why this video is so important. this is probably one of the most important videos I've ever done. Because again, the intent here is to not scare you and to not make you feel bad, but to wake you up. Because if you're fortunate enough that you woke up this morning and you still had a job and you still had your paycheck, consider yourself lucky. Because there are going to be millions who are going to be left without that and who are going to need this video. Right? So number two, what's going to happen as soon as you lose your pay, soon as AI replaces you? Number one, you're going to lose your paycheck. Ouch. Number two, this is going to cut deep. This video is going to cut deep through you're going to blow through your savings. For all you English majors out there, I know. Please don't leave that in my because you guys like to correct everything I say. So please don't bother me with that. Get the message. Blow through your savings. You're going to blow through your savings. I know they tell you, or the system and the rules that you've been playing by. And again, I'm not against having money in your bank account. The only thing I have a problem with when it pertains to saving money is if the only reason you're saving money is just to save money. That's what I don't like. Remember, I just told you on number one, you need to have another source of income. Well, how do you fund that? By not just stacking everything in the bank and leaving it there. If you're going to save money, have a plan for the money. That's what I always tell you. You shouldn't even name your account a savings account or an emergency account or a rainy day account. The reason I don't encourage that is because what are you manifesting? Rainy days, emergencies, savings, exactly. That's why I call my account an opportunity account. I'm not stacking money in the bank just to stack money. I'm looking for opportunity. And if you want to have a savings account and just leave it as savings, okay, fine. But you still need to have an opportunity account because it's more important to look for opportunity than it is to save money. I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree. I told you this list was going to burn you and probably make you mad at me, probably make you upset at me. I hope you don't unsubscribe. I hope that when you get through your feelings and put aside your emotions, start looking at this logically, it starts making a little sense, okay? All right, because I'm not just telling you this. I coach business entrepreneurs now. And I continue to drive home. Cannot have one paycheck. Cannot have one paycheck. Cannot have one paycheck. That's how they become entrepreneurs. They're like, you're right. That's dangerous. I need to figure something out. So you're going to blow through your savings. I want you to know, if you don't know, you're about to find out, that the average savings account in the USA today, only $1,500. For most of you, that's just your rent. It's not going to cover your utilities. It's not going to cover your insurance. It's not going to cover your car. It's not going to cover your phone. For most of you, it's your rent. And for a lot of you, it's not even your rent. But $1,500 in savings, the average American. So I always say, hey, remember, how long have they been telling you to save money? Over 20 years. So how's that worked out for you? Most Americans still have $1,500 or less. People live in paycheck to paycheck. That's what that means. There's more debt, credit card debt in America today than ever before. Not only are people living paycheck to paycheck, but they're paying for their lives with their future. Buy now, pay later. That's your future. So, and debt is no freedom, by the way. So especially bad debt. So average account, $1,500 in America today. Again, that doesn't pay a whole lot. I want you to understand that that is not a cushion. That is a countdown. That's not a cushion. It's a countdown. You don't want to be found on that clock. For a lot of you, it's a countdown. As soon as you lose your paycheck, you're going to blow through your savings, and then you're down to zero. And that's what they don't tell you about savings. As soon as you lose it, use it, you lose it. It's gone. It does not come back. They don't put your savings back. So if you have $1,500 and you blow it, you lose some tires on your vehicle or something happens, all of a sudden you're at zero and you stay at zero. Right? That's why I like cash flow. right? That's why I like cash flow. I should have done this. I'll do it now. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'll give you some alternatives as I go. So, right. So primary, you should have a multi-income, right? I'll just put additional. So instead of give you guys the answers to the test. So when you lose your paycheck, you're going to be left out because you have no other income. So the way you counter that is you need to have an additional source of income before you lose your job. Because if you're sitting there and you're wondering, can AI replace me? Will AI replace me? If it's not AI, it's going to be one of the other things, whether it's immigration, whether it's college students, whether it's outsourcing jobs around the world, whether it's systems, processes, technology, automation, all of those things. It could be your coworker that replaces you, and you're seeing this a lot where an employee B would be fired, the work would be passed to employee A, double the work on employee A, or they take employees B work and dispatch it to other employees and kind of break the load down, but they still replace you. They're not going to rehire you, and they're still going to get your work done, but through other workers and not pay them anymore. They're still saving money. The goal, they're not going to pass your work to other employees and then pay them more. They may as well keep you. They're going to double the loads on other workers and not pay them more. And it's happening. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of these things happening, because I have. You're going to blow through your savings. Average account 1,500. Again, that's not a cushion. That's a countdown to financial catastrophe. So instead of focusing on savings, why not have an opportunity account? Right? This is so important. Even if you don't have that today, it's so important just to think that way. Hey, I need to have an opportunity account. Hey, I need to have an opportunity account. Hey, I need to have an opportunity account. Absolutely. If you get in because I always say, like, the most important thing when it comes to being financially free, having success, becoming a millionaire, whatever it is you aspire to do, it's going to start with your mindset. Because if you don't believe it, you're not going to do it, right? I told you to walk out, to go across the river, but walk out on this invisible bridge. Are you going to walk out? No, because you don't believe there's a bridge there, right? Now, if you believe there was a bridge there, you would. But you're not going to believe an invisible bridge is there, so you're not going to walk out, right? Same thing with your mindset. If you don't believe it, you're not going to take the step. That's why the mindset is the most important thing. It's the number one thing. And I know there's a lot of number ones, but I'm telling you, it's the number one of ones, right? All right. Here we go. Moving to number three. Number three, and if this list hasn't made you upset yet, it probably will in just a second, because I'm going to take away a lot of what you guys believe would be your safety net. I've already robbed you of your savings account. I proved to you that most Americans are probably less than a month away from losing everything if they lose their jobs. So again, not a cushion. That's a countdown. Thank you. All right, number three. You think this is going to happen. I've heard from others. It's just not happening the way you think that it should happen. But you're going to find out the hard way. I hope not you, but someone is. You can't find a job. All of a sudden, in a market where you can just go and find work, you're going to figure out not only is AI replacing the jobs, it's what's the way to say this? It's AI is filling the position that you left behind, right? They got rid of you for AI. So they're not going to rehire anybody else. That's a lost position. Does that make sense? So AI is going to fill the position. AI is going to fill the position, so they're not going to need you. Why? Why would I need you? AI is going to fill the position. AI is going to take the position, become the employee, and the companies are no longer going to need you because they still have the AI. Does that make sense? So you can't find a job because a lot of people believe that, hey, if I lose my job, I'll just go and find another. And then you find out there's 300 applications at Taco Bell for the same position. Then you find out Walmart has a hiring freeze. Why is Walmart freezing hiring? Implementation. They're going to bring in AI. And the way that's worded is not correct because Walmart is not freezing hiring. They're freezing hiring you. They're hiring, just not you. They're hiring AI. If they're hiring AI, you go by. Okay? If they're hiring AI, you go by. So remember that. If they're hiring AI, bye-bye. Okay? Drop your question, comment. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my take, but I believe that's what we're facing. Listen, there is a storm approaching us. There's a huge storm. It's called AI. This thing is coming. I can't stop it. You can't stop it. But I'll tell you what we can do as soon as I finish this, okay? So, can't find jobs. AI is going to fill the job, going to fill the position. They're not going to replace you. They're not going to replace you. They have AI. They don't need anybody. That's an empty seat, and it'll stay that way. All right, another thing that's going to happen. You're going to start, and I've already seen this happening with a lot of folks as they get prepared. You're going to start cutting back on everything. You're going to cut back on everything. You're not going to eat out. You're not going to take that vacation, right? You're not going to buy those nice things. You're not going to do those things. You're going to cut back. You're going to scale back. You're going to eliminate Netflix. You're going to eliminate ESPN, whatever it is. You're going to scale back. You're going to start cutting back. You're going to cut. You're like a politician. You're just going to come in and just start cutting. Cut your whole entire budget, your lifestyle in half. That's going to lead to not only you not enjoying your life, but it's going to lead to what I call emotional and, just put this, financial collapse. Emotional, financial collapse for most people. You're going to be living, but you're not going to be living the life you want to live. You're not going to be enjoying life on your terms. I don't like that because what I know is I ain't going to be here forever. I certainly don't want to live a life I don't want to live, knowing that I'm limited on time. That'll hit you on the drive home, right? So you're going to cut back. That means your lifestyle is going to change. That means all the things that you love, you enjoy, all those things are going to change, potentially go away. Kid's going to come home, turn on the iPad, no Wi-Fi. Right? And I know it doesn't feel good. That's why I'm doing this video. So you don't have to go through this. I'm just here to forecast what's going to happen if you sit by and do nothing and AI shows up at your job. When AI pulls up into your parking lot, you're out of there. It's only a matter of time. Last thing, you finally, it hits you. And you finally realize that no one, absolutely no one, is coming to save you. That's when it hits you. That's when all of this comes home. and you realize you're on your own. There's no government coming to save you. Your degree can't save you. Your job doesn't want you. Your old boss can't save you. Nobody's coming to save you. The only way you're getting off this island of financial struggle or out of financial purgatory is you have to rescue yourself. An effort in to save you. Drop your question or comment. Let me know. You guys have any questions or comments? But again, no one's coming to save you. Not your job, not your degree, not the government, not your neighbor, not your friends. Nobody's coming to save you. Most people are going to be going through this right along with you. So, doing all this to prove to you that playing it safe, it was just a trap. The whole time, it's just a trap. Especially today, now more than ever. It's just a trap. Isn't this the play it safe model? You tell me. What did I miss? Where did I go wrong? Is this not the model of play it safe? Is it? Let me know. Didn't they teach us go to school, get good grades so you can go to college and get a degree so you can get one of these things called a safe, secure job? Didn't they say that? Didn't they say that? And then when you get a good, safe, secure job, start doing what with your money? Saving it? Did they not tell you, me, to save money? How did that work out? $1,500, that's 4 bags of groceries at Whole Foods. Isn't that what they said? Get a safe, secure job, save money. If you lose your job, you could always find another one. Isn't that what they said? All of a sudden, what? There are no jobs available. 100 applications for drive-through at Taco Bell. 3 interviews to become a drive-through person at Taco Bell. Then, when you lose your job, you burn through your savings, you can't find another job. Now you have to change the way you live. You used to wear Gucci. I know, looks good on you. I know. Now you wear Uchi. Now you have to wear the Uchi. I know. Ladies, you like your Coach bags? I know. And trust me, it looks good on you. It does. It does. So I'm not, hey, I ain't mad at you for wanting to look good. I want to look good. But when you lose your paycheck, you can't look as good. Then you burn through your savings, start to look a little worse, right? Then you're like, by the time I get through the savings, I'll have a job. And then you find out like I did. And then I ended up homeless. Can't just always go find another job. Even if you do, may not be a good job, right? That can cover the life you're accustomed to, your lifestyle. And all of a sudden, can't find a job. Then when that happens, you have to scale back. Hey, we got to move out of this 3-bedroom apartment into a 1. Now we're in a studio. Now we're in a closet. Right? And then it hits you. I'm all I got. There ain't nobody coming to save us. It's just me, Oos. And there you are. Reality's setting in. You're sinking into depression. You're not feeling good. I've been there. You want to give up? I've been there. You feel like no matter what you've done, none of it worked out. What was the point? What was the purpose? I've been there. But at the same time, even though I'm here to tell you these things can possibly happen to you, and for most people it probably will, it does not have to happen to you. See, it only happens if you allow it. See, this is the game that's going to be played in the future. You don't have to play it. There's going to be a recession in the future. You don't have to participate. All this stuff is voluntary. It's all voluntary. I decided I don't want to participate in this. I don't like this game. I don't like any of these prizes. I don't like any of these prizes. I don't want to be in any of these positions. If you believe this is what a lot of people are going to be facing in the next year or two, smash the thumbs up. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. But I believe this is the future of not just American households, all around the world. What's the adjustment going to look like? I don't know. I wish I did. I would tell you so that you can be prepared. But the best I can do is come out and say, hey, this AI thing, it's happening. Whether you like it or not, it's happening. You can't stop it. I can't stop it. Right? But there is something you can do about it. There's something I can do about it. We can choose not to participate. What does that look like? Glad you asked. Instead of relying, wherever you are today, instead of just relying on your paycheck and having it as your only source of income, it's okay if you have a paycheck. Completely okay. It's okay if it is your primary source of income. That's fine. But when you're not working, you need to have another source of income coming in. When you punch that clock to go home, that cannot be the end of your money making. Okay? Does that make sense? Instead of piling all of your money into a savings account and leaving it there, waiting on emergencies or rainy days, don't manifest that, by the way, sitting there dead money while the banks use it to get rich because they sell your money. That's what a loan is. That's the interest rates of the price of the loan. That's what they sell your money for. Sell your money, they get rich and give you nothing in return, and you continue to play this losing game. Instead of doing that, how about take some of the money out of your savings account and go look for an opportunity to invest? Now, when I say invest, I don't necessarily mean the stock market or anything like that. I'm just meaning put your money into something that'll make money for you. Go acquire some type of asset. I don't know what it is. It can be a hot dog vending wagon or whatever you call it, right? It could be a food truck. It could be a vending machine. It could be, I'm just trying to think, like anything that you can put money into and has the potential to make money back for you. You could start a business. You can start a middleman business. You can start your own business. You can start landscaping, lawn care, whatever. Just a better idea, believe this, is to take some of the money out of savings because it's dead there anyway. You may as well resurrect it. The money's dead in the savings account anyway. I can prove it. I know you never thought about it, but I can prove it to you that it's dead. When your money is parked, let's say I give you $1,000, you take your $1,000 and you put it into a savings account. Let me ask you this. And let's say you leave it there for 30 days. And I come to you and I say, hey, 30 days later, I say, what did that money do for you while it was in the bank? And then you say, nothing. See, I told you it was dead. Now, the banks don't leave it buried. We're not going to get into that, but they resurrect it. Why don't you? Why don't you use the money? When I figured that out, that saving money because I went homeless, I lost my job because I trusted it would be there. It wasn't. Then I went into my savings and I was like, I'm going to be fine until I find another job. Didn't find another job in time, blew through savings, ended up homeless, sleeping in public restrooms. Yes, I did that. Over 3 months. Absolutely. I never want to do it again. I don't encourage anybody to do that. It ain't fun. I know people make fun of it and make it look like a cool lifestyle on YouTube and Instagram. They're lying. They're lying. It ain't fun. You don't want to be out there. But I was out there. I didn't want to be out there, but I was out there. And that wasn't the first time. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. So my goal is no longer just to stack money in a bank account and wait on something bad to happen, because that's what you do. What I'm not telling the truth. I'm lying. Okay, let me ask you. What is your savings account for? Oh, I'm sorry, what? Say it again. Oh, rainy days and emergencies, right? You're saving for a rainy day or an emergency, none of which you actually want to happen. I don't, so I don't call it that. I call my account opportunity account. What are you saving for? Opportunities. To do what? Multiply. Multiply. Did you know that saving, just saving to save, is not a biblical principle? I know. They don't teach you that in church, do they? I'll teach you, right? But saving money just to save money is not even biblical. Go look at the what do you call it? The parable of the 3 talents. Go look at the parable of the 3 talents. If you guys want me to leave this up here for a second before I erase it, I will. If you want to copy that. If you want to screenshot it, I recommend it. But go and look at the parable of the talents. Right? Let me get this off because I don't have much time left in this video. We've been on here for a while now, so how long? If you have a question or comment, go ahead, drop it. If you are ready to, I'll give you this real quick and then we'll wrap it up. Give you guys this real quick and then we will wrap up. Just want to show you something really quickly. All right. Really quickly, I don't get to teach this. I've been saying for a while I'm going to do like a Bible study channel and tie into finances as often as I can. But let's go ahead and do this, right? 3 talents, right? So this is the parable of the talents, right? I'll do this real quick just to show you. The parable of the talents. There was one who was given, all right, so there were 3 individuals, 1, 2, and 3. They were each given, I think, 5, right? Or maybe the first one was given 3, something like that. But the first one saved the talents. Sounds familiar? You? The second one multiplied. So ever, the owner of the talents came back to collect. This one did a great job, multiplied. The second did a good job. But guess who got in trouble? The one who saved. This one, not only did this one get in trouble, this one was called wicked. The one who did what with it? Nothing. Just saved it. This one was called wicked and evil. Now, I didn't call him wicked and evil. God did. But he didn't lose anything. I know. But he didn't do anything either. Whatever came with you, me, they took it and did nothing with it. And God responded by calling him wicked and evil. But he didn't even lose it. Why was he called wicked and evil? And he never even lost it. He gave it back. Because he failed to do what? Multiply. Be fruitful and what? Multiply. God doesn't deal in addition. He only deals in multiplication. Be fruitful and multiply. Abraham slept with Sarah. They created a nation. Right? Look up. See if you can number the stars. That's how big of a family you're going to have. That's the number of the descendants you're going to have. This one multiplied, did great. This one did the best. God took this, gave it to them. Now, I know in today's society, people go nuts. Oh, they didn't have anything. And then you didn't just give it to the one who could use more. You gave it to the one who had the most. That's how God's system rewards. Just wanted to show you that really quickly because I don't want to tell you that savings is a bad thing and I can't prove it to you. And I need to say it this way: saving just to save is a bad thing. Saving to fill in the blank, that could work potentially, whatever the blank is. All right. So, but listen, this is not the end. Again, number one, you lose your paycheck. Number two, you blow through your savings. Number three, you can't find a job. Number four, you cut back your lifestyle changes. Number five, you realize no one's coming to save you. All. So that's the bad news. There is some good news. Can I share with you the good news? All right, let's get in to what I believe today is, yes, the good news, because I've hit you with so much bad news today. And it's not even meant to be bad news, it's just meant to wake you up. But let's just go ahead and talk about what the good news is. And of course, I said all of this is voluntary, which means you don't have to participate in this coming recession. You don't have to participate in AI layoffs. You don't have to participate. The same AI that's going to replace you, right? The same AI that's going to replace you is the same AI. If you work with it, partner with it, it's going to reward you. Now, you have a decision to make. Are you going to be replaced by AI, or are you going to be rewarded by AI? Because I got news for you. AI doesn't care what you choose. It's going to play the game. So either you're going to be, smash the thumbs up, guys. Either you're going to be replaced by AI, it's going to replace you, or it's going to reward you. You get to choose. But if you're focusing on the old system, you're going to get replaced. Right? If your income is a job that can be replaced by AI, you're going to get replaced. If your income is a system that partners with AI, you're going to be okay. Here's what I learned. I learned that I'd rather partner with AI. Right? I don't want to get replaced by AI. I want to get rewarded. How do you get rewarded by AI? By partnering with AI. What does that look like? AI plus systems equals something I love called cash flow. That's my formula. AI plus a system equals cash flow. And I realized that if I can do that, then I don't have to worry about being replaced by AI. I just have to anticipate being rewarded by AI. Does that make sense? So again, you can be replaced by AI, or you can be, you choose. You're either going to be its enemy, its friend, but you're going to have to make a decision because you cannot stay neutral. There is no middle ground. You talk about a divide between the rich and poor. Oh, you're going to see it in the next few years like never before. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but I'm gifted. I can do it. Little secret about me you may not know. When I was young, like teenage, like 13, thank God that didn't happen. Right? But hey, I still got some skills. I'll still drop some bars, okay? But now we're going to drop bars about how to change your life, because here's what old Shon-Jhon knows. He ain't going to be here forever. So I'm trying to live the best life I can, enjoy it as much as I can. And I'm just trying to share with people like you so you can do the same. That's all this channel's about. We're running out of time. How do you enjoy your life more day by day? That's it. So AI plus systems equals cash flow. That's what I realized. You get you some AI, you get you some systems, then you eventually going to end up with some cash flow. How about that? Right? And that's the beauty of the model that you see here on this shirt, the middleman model. Here's what the middleman model does. Why I call it middleman, people ask. Customer. So we're going to use C for customer. Right? And then service provider, ISP, independent service pro, and then me, the middleman. So what do? Am I a service pro? No. Am I a customer? No. I'm just in the middle. I'm introducing the customer to the service pro. What does that look like? Well, if you go to my website, I have a website called bookandmove.com. I'll put it up here, probably link it down below in the comments. This is one of my favorite models. This is the one for all the students who just joined. They're going to be, their website's going to look just like this. We build them. I don't, but we do. My team builds the website. It's the exact template of this. So here's how it works. When Uber, right? I want to show you an example of a middleman company. One of my favorite, Uber. Uber is a middleman company. Uber finds a rider and a driver and does what? Connect the two. Now, does Uber drive anybody around? No. Does the owner of Uber drive people around? No. Uber's a middleman company. It connects a rider, a driver, and every time a connection is made, Uber gets paid. Every time a connection is made on one of my websites, I get paid. But who does the work? Good question. The independent service pro. So for this website, Book and Move, I have moving ISPs here in Dallas. So when someone goes to my website and books a move, this is the customer. They connect with the ISP, which is the actual mover. By the way, this is fully automated. I don't talk to any customers. I don't talk to any ISPs. I don't even know they're on the site until they pay me. Customers go to my website, pay a deposit to me, and then, so they come to my website, book their job, pay a deposit to me. As soon as they deposit, their information gets sent to an ISP who then goes out and actually does the work. Not me. I don't want to do the work. I don't want to move your stuff. I like you, but I don't like you that much. I don't want to move my own stuff. So Uber, it's the same model as Uber. Uber connects a rider and a driver. They don't do the work. Someone else in their grandma's car goes and pick you up and drive you around, drop you off at the airport. It's not Uber. Uber is just a connector. Uber is just the middleman. I'm the middleman. Amazon, middleman. Fiverr, middleman. Craigslist, Airbnb. I could go on and on and on. These are all examples of middleman companies. They don't do any of this work. Amazon doesn't make any product. Fiverr, Craigslist, Airbnb, DoorDash, it does not matter. These are all middleman companies. What do they all have in common? They do not do the work. They're just platforms. Book and Move, if you go to bookandmove.com right now, I don't do the work. I own it. It's just a platform. So what I do is I teach students how to create their own middleman companies. And it doesn't have to be moving. I have students who do event planning, home cleaning, roofing, garage repair, garage clean out, right? Delivery and hauling. I have students who do pest control, students who do landscaping, lawn care. All you have to do is choose your industry, super simple. What industry you want to get into. You could choose the one I'm in because you may be like, well, I don't know which industry to get into. I help you to choose that, by the way. And number two, it really doesn't matter because you don't do the work anyway. But Sean, I don't know how to do pressure washing. Neither do I. That's why I don't do it. There's plenty of pressure washers out there who will go and do it. They already know how. They already have the equipment. Here's what I'm going to do. Bring them a customer. They can do their own work. Choose an industry. Choose your city. This is it. Just 3 steps. And then launch. Choose an industry. Moving, cleaning, roofing, pest control, heating and AC. They make a lot of money. Event planning, kids' parties, bounce houses, DJs. The list goes on and on and on. Right? Landscaping, lawn care, pool maintenance, handyman, painting walls, doing windows, doing floors, cleaning carpets, cleaning rugs, vehicle detail, window tinting. Does not end. Every time someone passes you a card and say, hey, I'll come and do the service for you, call me, and you look and say, that's a service? Yes. You can partner with them and make money right now. Whatever you want to do. You're simply going to choose the industry, choose the city to launch, the best city for your company. You can launch in your own city or you can launch in any city. It does not matter. You don't do the work. I'm here in Dallas right now in my office. I can book a job in Miami today and then get a dispatch to another mover. I'm not in Miami, obviously. I don't do the work. I can book all over the country. It does not matter. And then launch the business. Goal is to make $10,000 per month as quickly as we possibly can. How long do you work in a month, Shon? Or how long do you work each week to try to get 10 grand or 2,500 a week? Oh, glad you asked. About 1 hour. 1 hour of work, yes. It's not even work. Most of that just going to be following up with your customers, following up with your ISPs. This is all email and whatever. It ain't going to be phone calls. Just going online, looking into your system, you get all of that. Just going through your system, finding out what the customer said, finding out what the ISPs are doing, finding out, making sure all your jobs are taken. Because once the customers book them, someone has to come and accept them. Making sure they're all dispatched, making sure your system's working properly, looking at your money, and then putting a promotion out. After that, we teach you how to promote it to get customers and ISPs. That's it. That's it. It's plug and play. You don't have to learn this from scratch. We give you a tutorial, but again, this stuff is done for you. So if that's something you want to learn, you want to get more details about this, all you have to do is put teach me, Shon, teach me down at the bottom, and I'm going to teach you. But I got to have your permission. So, but again, some of you might want to stay in the position you're in, and this is not where you want to be. Maybe you love struggle life. If you love the struggle life in the struggle lane, but if you're someone and you want financial freedom, more importantly, then you need to be in this. How do you get this information? Comment, teach me. Let's learn this together. I've been doing this for years. This is all I do. I don't have a business other than this. I don't have a job. This is all I do. This is it. I love it. So simple. It's so simple. I have more than one business. And I'm going to get another one. So, all right, I'm going to let you guys go. If you joined last week and you guys got into the Middleman program, make sure, because you should get a follow-up email that's going to capture your business information. If you have not sent back your business information of what industry you're choosing, what city you want to get into, and a little more information about your business, make sure that all of you who got in last week, I want to say it was like 17, make sure all of you get that information in ASAP so that my team can start building out your site. All right. If you guys have any questions or comments, now's the time. Drop it. I'll try to interact as much as I can.